Yeah, it was good. Peace to everyone. So, yeah, this video is basically going to be on about these deadbeat ass, parents. You know, I know I spoke on this topic previously lightly. So I just want to touch bases just for those who may be experiencing this whole family dynamic thing, and to also know that it's not an obligation for you to talk to these cats, be one with these cats, indulge in activities with these cats. Like, it's not your duty. You're not here to save no one. You're not here to make family right and all that type of shit. No. Especially if you got tags on your jacket, whereas you done tried to create peace. And this whole thing with peace, man, people get this whole idea of peace with shit is calm, nothing's going on, and that whole perspective, man, that's some bitch shit. I'm just be transparent. It's a trait of being a coward, or what a female would be called a cowardess. So this whole thing with peace that these cats is pushing, because they in a comfort zone. They don't understand peace has everything to do with being in control of your energy and what may come in front of you. It don't have nothing to do with, I just want to be in this corner and be left alone. Nobody talk to me. I'm gonna isolate myself and going with the day-to-day normal functions, man. So those the type of people who have that NPC state of mind, man. They on that NPC mode, but yeah, man, it's crazy how these parents, they want this credibility, they want this respect, and they want their offspring to hold them up high. But you have parents out here who has sacrificed their own children. Parents that forced them to work for the so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? Force their child to work for someone and disregard their ability to be an entrepreneur, to make a difference in building for themselves. You have parents that cut off that cord of creativity from their offsprings. So that's very important indeed, that you stay away from demons like that. You have family in your bloodline that are demons, man, and they are there to make sure that you don't ascend. Just because you came through that line don't mean that these niggas is for you. They actually barriers that you need to, you know what I'm saying? These is cats. These cats is tests. It's rare you come across a mother and father that actually get what the freak is going on, and they not following the day-to-day programs that's shooting at their pineal glands. So it's rare you come across a authentic parent, mother and father, that actually know what the hell is going on, and then they gonna help you apply it, at least assist you in being self-sustained and everything else. But like I said, these parents, these elders, they been dropped the ball. They been dropped the ball. And then you got some elders out here that's doing the work, that been doing the work. So kudos to y'all. Kudos to the elders, the real mothers and fathers as well, that's putting in absolute concrete work, stumping in the mud with this shit, you know. So salute to y'all, you know. But yeah, with that being said, family is there. Dysfunctional families that we're born into, we have to definitely surpass that shit. And you break the chain by not being part of the chain. That's how you do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Never mind trying to go up in the family and trying to fix shit, fix problems. It was shit going on way before you came. You know what I'm saying? Into the mix. So, man, listen. You break that chain just by being you, separating yourself. That's it. You know what I mean? So remain focused, man, and don't let these punk behind family members, undermine your thoughts, have you second guessing, and for those who don't support your endeavors, don't support you internally, and don't respect you. Those type of people need to be cut off immediately. I don't care who they are. You know what I'm saying? For me, I can speak for me personally. I don't care who they are. Mother, father, uncle, aunt. Listen, if you're not healthy for me, if you're not assisting and trying to not be in submission to the shit that's being thrown at us on a day to day, if you want some content shit, get away from me, man. Because these the type of people, man. These type of people, they have an idea that something is up, but they don't have the balls, man. They don't have the cojones, and nor do these women got the guts, man. Cause they scared, they comfortable as fuck. You know what I'm saying? As long as they can get their drugs, they can get their alcohol, they can get their smashing on, enjoy the material world. And that's the thing too. People that have that mind state, all peace, all positive. I want to get money. I want a big house. Man, you lost, man. You lost. You lost. You don't get what's going on. Especially, not even especially, you being a so-called black man or black woman, you supposed to know what the hell is going on. And, especially the things that been going on for eons. And that goes to say that, money got these cats so wrapped up, man. They don't have time to stop and analyze and be like, damn, with this going on for so long, when is it going to stop? When I'm going to, do some research and figure out what the hell is going on beyond the veil. They don't want to get their nails dirty. They content working a 9 to 5. And they whole perspective is, God put us in this position. We gotta work. We gotta work until we die. You know what I'm saying? People don't know, man. This ground that we on, man, is an absolute test. And there's a lot of traps, and there's a lot of snares. It's a lot of snares and traps, man. That's what we here to supersede. We here to supersede these traps. We here to learn. We here to learn these lessons. Speaking of in reference to the carbon beans. This for carbon beans only. This for solar beans only. We are put here. Okay, to guide up again, learn all the sneers, learn our powers, learn our strengths, learn our weaknesses. Also, ultimately, to learn the weakening of the flesh. You know what I'm saying? So the whole goal is to reverse this flesh into a crystalline vessel. You know what I'm saying? As you continuously ascending. You know what I mean? So that's what that's about. But yeah, this my little video or whatever. And yeah, remain focused, man. The hell with these families. Some of them fake, man. Some of them fake. You know, some of these families, man, they just fake. It's a lot of clones. I'm gonna be honest, transparent on that as well. There are a lot of clones, man, and it's a cesspool full of them, and then you got, like I said, NPCs that's actually being projected. You know what I'm saying? It's my quick video, man. But yeah, remain focused. Solar up. Yeah, and yeah, stay the course. Non is it non-essential. Peace.